What is going on, everybody? This is 86 here, back with another undecember video, and in today's video I'm going to talk about my current build that is in the endgame, which is my fireball spell activation on spell hit meteor build. I'm currently level 73, working my way through the chaos statue and void rift and other various in-game activities. Having a lot of fun with this build. I feel like it is one of the stronger beginner builds in the game. You get the skill right off from the very beginning. It's one of the first skills you actually get in the game. You get a spell, a bow, and a melee skill, and this is the first spell you get. So it's very great to work your way through the whole campaign with this because you get it very early on, and you can just work with it and level it up and upgrade it as you work through the campaign. You don't have to change anything up really. You only have to worry about getting links and rarity upgrades on the gym or on the link room or on the skill room. Sorry. But overall, it's really nice, very enjoyable to play. Having the meteor go off about every 7 seconds is really nice for some added burst damage as well. Really helps round out the build um, from clear to single target. It actually has very good clear, has very long range with the fireballs and the meteor. So you can actually take a lot of things out from a safe distance, which is very nice. Another thing I think this build kind of has on, oh, kind of got trapped there. Teleport was down. Another thing I kind of think this build has that some of the other builds don't is it's not a dot build, so you don't have to wait for your damage over time to take effect and actually kill the enemies, which sometimes that can got a little lag there, which sometimes can leave you vulnerable while you're waiting for your skills to do damage, which really isn't the greatest sometimes. So seeing as this build is just upfront damage, straight fire damage, you actually kill enemies a lot faster, I feel. I have kind of played Toxic Flame a bit on another character, and this build definitely seems like it has faster kill times. I don't know if it'll have higher overall DPS, but it's definitely a very strong build. And as you can see there, the meteors do have a lot of burst, and they have quite a large area as well, through some of the zodiac points and other support runes that we have on it and things, which I'll show you later in the video. We're just going to work our way through this chaos dungeon, get to the end boss. Just kind of wanted to show you guys some gameplay before I actually talked about the build, showed you guys how the build works, and I'll show you guys some of the zodiac tree and the link runes and that stuff. Once we get through here, I'll actually go to the training ground and show you guys the actual DPS as well. Got this rare mom. Oh, he went down before the meteor there. So in Chaos Dungeons, you could either do like a full clear, or you could just go and kill the boss as soon as the bar fills up there. It really depends on what you're looking for. If you just want to clear as many Chaos Dungeons as fast as possible, you obviously just want to go and do the boss as soon as you can. But if you're looking for the most XP and the most materials and loot, you probably going to want to do a full clear. It really just depends on what you want to do. I've been doing a lot of full clears lately just because I'm trying to farm up as much XP as possible, and get as much loot as possible as well. Looking for things to sell on the auction house is always good. Haven't really made any sales there yet, but we haven't really started farming in the end game too much yet. Hopefully that'll pick up quite a bit. We'll kill this rare mob there, and we'll go fight the boss. You guys are single target DPS a little bit. We use our buff, which is called again, release element, which I believe it gives us more cast speed and elemental damage. Damage there, pretty easy build, pretty straightforward. So fire your fireballs and let everything else do the rest. One map down. I'm now gonna go to the training area. Let's see, you gotta go to the waypoint. I'll show you guys the actual DPS for the build with the training dummies. Hopefully I'll actually get to the point where these videos are edited. You don't have to watch the loading screens. I really time for that. We go to 1, save, start. Let's see what our DPS is after, I don't know how long. We test it out a little bit. Get our buff. Total damage already is up to about 3 mil. Oh, about 2.5 mil, sorry. Mil there. We'll just go a full minute DPS test and see what's up. I like that you could actually do this in the game. Having a training dummy and be able to check your damage and kind of mess around a little bit is pretty cool. Your actual numbers is really nice in a game like this. In a minute we hit pretty close to about 7 point new record. For 1 minute. DPS is about 124k. For a minute we did about 7.5 million. Fireball did about 6.7 million. Meteor did about 700,000. Wow, I thought that would have done a lot more. That's very cool being able to do that. So that's our overall DPS. Pretty nice. Let's go ahead and I just want to kind of show you guys the Zodiac real fast. We'll just start from the first Zodiac. Cliff is the one I went with. I went for damage on spell, 10% damage on spell, spell hit rate, damage upon spell, and cast speed. Of course, those just going for the spell damage on that one. Then we'll go down to 2. I actually picked up 2 of them here. I actually went for this mana one early because I was really struggling with mana regen. This actually helped a lot early on in leveling, so I wasn't just constantly running out of mana. Really nice. I might actually change that at some point. And then I just went for the elemental damage here and hit rate. And then when we go down to, let's see, 3. I only have a few picked up here. I'm actually going to pick up the rest of these. These are just more spell damage, spell hit rate, some LE resist, and some more damage on spells hit. So I'll finish getting those points at some point. So that's 3. Where's 4? 3 is kind of everywhere. 4 is right here. So I just went with Seed on this one. This is more damage upon spell, projectile damage for the Fireball. Damage upon spell, area effect, which also affects Fireball and Meteor, which is nice. And then more damage on spell and some. So let's go to 5. I still need to get the rest of the ones here on 5. This one's just more mana and mana regen, which I actually could use quite a bit of right now. Seeing as we burn through quite a bit of mana. We go through a lot of mana pots. So that actually is something that I'm going to need to pick up as well. And we have 5 over here on Flash. This is more elemental damage, some barrier, elemental damage, barrier, elemental damage. And then I'm going to come up here to these. These are like the specialization ones. So I actually got some elemental damage here, down with this one, and then some elemental pen. Acceleration, which is really nice. This acceleration gives you cast speed and movement speed. Permanently gains effect. Effect cannot overlap. And then I just got some more acceleration and cast speed amplification. Really nice, great boost of speed for casting your spells, which is nice. Then I also picked up Vacuum here. This one is really good. I feel like for Fireball, you get the +1 chain count, really helps with your clear. Also grab that +30 elemental damage, just a huge boost. And this one here is altogether you're getting 45 elemental damage here, which is really good. You could always also potentially go with sharpness if you wanted to go crit. That one would actually be really good too. That could potentially be an option instead of knowledge. Knowledge is cast speed and damage upon spell, and this is also knowledge effect. Elemental damage amplification. I went with this one because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna build crit. I'm really still not sure. I might actually end up going crit at some point. I'm not really 100% sure, but that's what I went for now. We just finished up what 4 over there, so we need to do 5. Where's 5? Oh wait, we did 5, so we're on 6. On 6, I took breath. So get some cast speed over here. I still have one more cast speed node I can get over there. Cast speed is really great for this build. Throwing out more fireballs is just more damage. So, and I also went with the fire damage and fire pen up here. That's definitely the best one on this tree. That was 6. Let's go to 7. 7. I ended up going to the scent tree. So this is critical rate. I'm actually probably gonna either spec out of that or change one of my, because this one's actually not doing anything for me at the current time because I'm using a certain link room, makes it where I can't crit. So I either need to unspec this and go down for this damage here and cast speed, or even maybe this damage against elites or something, or I need to change my link room. But right now, yeah, this one's just not good for me. And then I went for the area damage and area effect up here. That also affects my fireball and my meteor, so it's a very good combo one there. And then I also went for this one here. I really feel like this one is actually pretty good. It doesn't work as much as I would like it to, but every once in a while you can get out another meteor with this one pretty quickly. 100% chance to reset skill rune cooldown when using a skill rune with cooldown. So it's very nice. You can also get some more teleports and other things with that. But sometimes you get extra meteor thrown out pretty quickly, and it's really nice. I'm not sure if that's going to be... This tree is not set in stone. I'm still trying to figure out what works best. Um, so... But yeah, that's what I picked there. And I think that's the final one. Oh, wait, no. And then I went for this one down here, which is actually not really doing too much for me either. I need to change that link rune out, or maybe just go down here for the elemental one and not worry so much about crit, as I'm kind of fucking myself over right there. Let's go over the actual skill runes and I'll show you what I got going on. I actually ended up getting this rare skill rune through synthesis, so I threw it on. This actually makes it so I can't crit, which is pretty bad for me having crit nodes, so I actually need to change that. Actually, I'm going to take that out now. I'm just going to I'd go for elemental damage amplification. That's 10k damage there. I'll go for that one because then at least my skill tree isn't so... Some points in my skill tree aren't so null. Okay, but we got a 6-link fireball. I got that at about 300 tries with the link rune essence, which was really nice. I got lucky as hell on that. We have upgraded that up to a rare link rune already. It's currently sitting at level 28. I think max level is 30, so we're getting pretty close to max level. But yeah, this I'm not going to really go over its stats too much. I don't really feel like that's too important. So we have that link with multi-shot. As you've seen, we just put elemental damage amplification in there. We have a link with spell activation on spell hit, concentrated area damage, projectile acceleration, and additional fire damage. And our meteor is linked with area of effect, spell damage increase, additional fire damage, and time acceleration for a little bit more cooldown recovery. We also have teleport linked to use count, and we also have cold armor, which I'm not sure if that's going to stay or not. And we also have release elements. I'm still looking for some more support runes through synthesis and some more actual skill runes. So this is not set in stone. This is just what I'm working with now. Still working on getting the meteor 6 link. My actual skill setup is just fireball down here in slot 2, and then just those skills there set up there. Use this when I need it for the extra damage, and yeah, just cast fireball and let meteor do a little bit of burst. And I still haven't got one of these for some reason. Every time I tried to do a raid, I either get in there when it's pretty much over and I don't get the reward, or I do the whole thing and I still don't get the reward. So I haven't been able to get one of these in this playthrough for some reason yet. That is the rune, I believe. That's what it's called. I think there's like My actual character, none of this gear is really set in stone. This is all just kind of stuff I've used to sort out resistances. I'm not really going to go over the gear at this current point in time. I still need to figure that out more. The relic, I went for Avatar of Alyssa. This you don't get till endgame. This avatar gives you fire damage and fire block, I believe, or something like that. This thing doesn't seem incredibly important right now. It might be more useful in the later part of the end game. But yeah, that's the build. I'm really enjoying it. Um, I will do another video when everything is kind of finalized and everything is set in stone. My gear is more sorted out. The Zodiac is actually figured out and set in stone. But this is where I'm at right now. This is the build I'm playing. This is the first build I've made it to end game with. I really feel like this is a great build for beginners. Like I say, you get the skill early on. It's a really great skill because it has upfront damage and not damage over time, which I think can be pretty bad for newer players actually. Because you still have to avoid a lot of damage while your actually skill does damage and kills the enemy, which can be a little delayed. So I think Fireball is much better for newer players. Um, but yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. I do live stream on this channel too, so be sure to check those out. Try to have a lot more content coming out. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. This is 86. Peace.